Hello children, we are now on a new topic, that is preparation only for ketones. Till now what we have done the preparation which are related both for aldehyde ketone, then the preparation which are meant only for aldehyde, and now it's time the preparation only for ketones. So if the conversion is obtained for ketones, we can take the help of these very simple three important preparation. Now preparation for ketones can be categorized into three parts. The one which is starting from acid chloride, the other which are from the nitrile part, RC triple bond N, and the third one which are the Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. So three simple preparation for the ketonic part. Now the first one, that is from the acid chloride. So in this case, in case of aldehyde, all of you must be remembering that we have followed the Rosenmund reduction using PD and BSO4. But in case of ketones, the acid chloride, that is RCOCl, is treated with dialkyl cadmium. A new term for you, this is dialkyl cadmium. Dialkyl cadmium. And when it is treated with acid chloride, twice the molecule, we get ketone RCOR along with the removal of CdCl2. Cadmium chloride is removed out as a byproduct. But from where we can generate the dialkyl cadmium? So for the preparation of dialkyl cadmium, what we require is the Grignard's reagent. So we have taken the Grignard reagent, that is RMGX. Okay, and treating it with CdCl2, cadmium chloride. What we get is the dialkyl cadmium part, R2CD, along with the formation of magnesium halide. So we will take it twice in nature, so the reaction will be getting balanced. This reaction is applicable for the preparation of ketones using the acid chloride. Now the second preparation that we are on now, it is from the nitrile. Nitriles, that is the CN parts. So in this case, we have to increase, when we are talking about the nitrile, RC triple bond N. Okay, now in order to increase the 1R also for the ketonic part, what we have taken is RMGX. RMGX is the Grignard reagent. Now this reaction follows a particular mechanism, that from where the electrons, the bond is moving and towards the which side. So this can be shown as, this is the preparation for ketone. We can see it in the form of the movement of electrons, CH3, CH2. Okay, MgBr we have taken. Then we will write the compiled reaction upward, MgBr, and on treatment with CH3CN, C triple bond N, in the presence of dry ether, what we will be getting here, we will be getting an addition product. So first of all, we will show from where the electrons are moving and to which side. So N is more electronegative, it will take away the bond on it. And when the carbon becomes slightly electropositive, the movement of the bond takes place in this manner. Okay. Now, as addition product is formed here, that is CH3, CH2, C double bond N MgBr, an addition product, and adduct is obtained here along with CH3. Now, what is this? This is the adduct. Now, on the acidic hydrolysis, that is using H3O positive, followed with it. If we are using H3O positive here, in the next step, followed with it, H3O positive, what we'll be getting here is, we will be getting the ketone, C2H5, C double bond O and CH3. So in case of the nitriles, we can here write it as RC double bond NMGX, and then the R is there. Okay, and the treatment with H3O positive, followed with a small amount of heating, that is RCO, R is obtained. So from nitriles, by using the Grignard reagent, we can apply the method followed with acidic hydrolysis to get the ketone. So the first method from the acid chloride and the other is from the nitriles. Now coming to the third preparation. Third preparation is from the Friedel-Crafts method. Friedel-Crafts alkylation, acylation we all did in our class 11th part also. Friedel-Crafts acylation. So we have taken benzene, added acid chloride, CH3COCl in presence of anhydrous AlCl3. The electrophilic substitution takes place. We get COCH3, that is acetophenone, along with the removal of HCl. This reaction can even be, this is the acetophenone. But this reaction can even be accomplished if we are taking the acetic anhydride, CH3CO whole twice O, followed with the same method. We will be again getting acetophenone, but the byproduct in this case is going to be CH3COOH. Now, one more thing that can be related here is, if we are taking benzene and in place of acid chloride, we are using benzoyl chloride, COCl, followed with the same presence of anhydrous AlCl3, what the product we will be getting is, we will be getting benzophenone. Benzophenone, it is also one of the conversion in our back exercise question. We will be getting benzophenone along with HCl. So the Friedel-Crafts acylation can result in making of the acetophenone, as well as in case of, we can apply it for the benzophenone also. Benzophenone. So the three methods to prepare only ketones are, first is from acid chloride using dialkyl cadmium, getting the ketone. Now the second method is from nitriles using Grignard reagent. We have seen that how the shifting of electron takes place. And the third is from Friedel-Crafts acylation using the acid chloride. But if we are using the benzoyl chloride, then in that case, what we will be getting is, we will be getting the benzophenone. Benzoyl chloride is added, then we will be getting benzophenone. So along with this, let us do a little bit questions of the topic related. So let us start with certain questions related to the topic. The first one is, when benzene is treated with propanoyl chloride. So it is similar to the Friedel-Crafts reaction that we have just studied, plus HCl. So we will be getting a benzene ring with CO, C2H5. Ethyl, phenyl, ketone. Ethyl, phenyl, and then ketone. Now in the second part, the reaction is very much similar that we have just studied, is treatment of acid chloride with dialkyl cadmium. So in this case, the product is going to be benzene ring, CH2, CO, CH3, followed with the byproduct CdCl2. So both the preparation, this is the NCERT in-text question. NCERT in-text question of our lesson aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid. So related to the preparation of the ketone part. Now let us come to the physical properties of aldehydes and ketones. In the physical property, we are mainly doing the reasoning part from the boiling point and the solubility. But sometimes the general characteristics can also be asked in the word problem. So these things also to be remembered here. So first is, methanol is a pungent smelling gas, that is a formaldehyde, at room temperature. Ethanol is volatile liquid, while other aldehydes and ketones are liquid or solid at room temperature. Now the second one, very important one, is the boiling point. The boiling point of aldehydes and ketones are higher than hydrocarbons. Remember the relationship between the various functional group, that aldehydes and ketones are having the higher boiling point than the hydrocarbons and ethers. So what is the basic reason behind it is, the aldehydes and ketones are involving the dipole-dipole interaction in between them. But when we compare the boiling point of these things, aldehyde, ketone, with that of the alcohols. So remember here that boiling point of alcohols is going to be greater than aldehydes and ketones. Why it is going to be greater than? Because in case of alcohols, there exists the strong intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So we have not only we have to represent the thing, we have to write the statement is strong intermolecular H bonding, and we can even show that by using the electropositive electronegative sign, the H bonding in between them. So among aldehydes and ketones, ethers and hydrocarbons, aldehyde ketone get the preference and boiling point of higher boiling point because of the dipole-dipole. But among alcohol and aldehydes ketones, which is going to be having the higher boiling point is the alcohol part. Now, the other thing is solubility. When we are talking about solubility in water, the lower aldehydes and ketones are fairly soluble in water. And the main reason behind it, why they are soluble, is the intermolecular H bonding. So it can be shown as, in case of aldehydes and ketones, when we are considering the solubility with water, we have to represent the H bonding here also. We can use the sign also. Then there is a H bonding between H and O. Similarly, in between O and H, and there is a formation of negative charge on the oxygen. So what these dots are representing? These dots are representing the H bond. And due to these H bonds with the water molecule, the carbonyl compounds are soluble in water. But this solubility goes on decreasing if we are increasing the size of the alkyl group, because the alkyl group results in is having the hydrophobic nature. So it is making the solubility difficult when we are talking with water. Now, a very simple question related to the boiling point. Arrange the following in the increasing order of the boiling point. Then, first of all, compare the nature of the functional group related to it. It is butane, a simple hydrocarbon. Then methoxyethane, the ether. Propanol, the carbonyl compound. And propane 1-ol is the alcohol. If they are of the nearly same molecular mass, then we can easily compare. So propane 1-ol is alcohol. It is going to be having, among these, alcohol is going to be having the highest boiling point because of the intermolecular H bonding. So we have to arrange them in the increasing order. The one which is having the highest is to be kept at the right hand side. Then the propanol, C2H5, CHO, then methoxyethane, CH3OC2H5, and the last is the butane, CH3, CH2, CH2, and then CH3. So the reason is very much clear. In case of alcohol, there is a strong intermolecular H bonding. In aldehyde, there is a dipole-dipole. While in the other, we can consider the van der Waals forces and interactions. So the other example, the other in-text question of NCERT, we are provided with ethanol, that is the aldehyde, ethanol, that is alcohol, this is dimethyl ether, and the other is hydrocarbon, the propane. So again, we have to arrange them in the increasing order of the boiling point. We know that the alcohols are having the higher boiling point. Then C2H5OH gets the highest boiling point. Then the aldehyde, CH3CHO. Then comes the turn of ether, CH3OCH3. And the lowest one is propane. So such type of questions are of 1 mark in MCQ part, the short questions. They can be present in your paper for the arrangement part. So now we will be meeting in the next lecture, which is about the chemical properties of the carbonyl compounds. Till then, revise the things. Goodbye.